All right, hey guys. So today we are going to get started on our unit on how to ace the English section of the ACT. Now we're eventually going to be talking about 10 essential rules you need to know. They're just sort of basic grammar rules like, do you know how to properly use a semicolon? Do you know what the correct verb tense should be in a sentence? Stuff like that that you should be sort of familiar with, but we'll brush up on it, just in case. So the first rule that we're going to be talking about is how to properly use commas. Now there are actually 4 rules about how to use commas, but we only have 5 minutes today, so we're just going to be talking about the first one. All right, Devin, can you please do me a favor and read rule number 1?
Commas can separate a less important phrase from the rest of the sentence.
All right, thank you very much. Now, let's head on over here to where I have one correct sentence written out. So all the commas here are in the right place. Can you please read the sentence?
Angel, who had only been on one real vacation before, had always wanted to go to the beach for spring break.
All right, awesome. So, what do we mean when we say that the commas are separating out the less important part of the phrase?
The part inside the commas, if you took it away, the rest of it is still in the sentence.
Okay, so you're saying the commas mark what is less important. So, like, let's draw some brackets here. And let's pretend the part in between the commas doesn't exist. Will you read it, please, about that part?
Angel had always wanted to go to the beach for spring break.
Awesome. So it's still a totally legit sentence. So that's how we know what the commas are doing. We can just sort of check in our heads. If we take away this part, does it still make sense? And that's also a good way to know if your commas are in the wrong place. So speaking of, let's go over here to where we have an example of a wrong use of commas. So the domestic cat, of which there are more than 40 breeds, is a member of the feline family. So something is wrong with the sentence. Do you have any idea what it might be?
The comma is not in the right place.
Okay. So what would you do to fix it?
Add another comma.
Where?
Before of.
All right. So let's put a comma right here after the word cat. Now, what is the less important part of the sentence?
Part inside the comma.
Okay. So, of which there are more than 40 breeds. Now, let's pretend we don't even have that middle part. The sentence is, the domestic cat is a member of the feline family. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Awesome, me too. So, we nailed it. That is the correct way the comma should go. And now, we're going to head on down here to the last bit of our lesson for today. I have 2 sentences here. They might be right, they might be wrong. It's up to you to look at them and decide if they're already fixed or what you need to do to fix them. So, would you look at the first one, please? Diane, on the other hand, lives in New Jersey. Is it right? Is it wrong?
It's wrong.
Okay, and what makes you say that?
It's there in the comma.
Okay. So, where should we put the comma?
In front of on.
Okay, go here.
After and.
Okay. Cool. Now let's check that out. If we bracket out the middle part, read the sentence, please.
Diane lives in New Jersey.
Awesome. Perfect sentence. So, we know that we have isolated the less important part of the phrase. Nailed it. All right, we got one more. The desert, with its high temperatures and lack of sun cover, is a difficult place to live year-round. Are we good with this sentence? What do you think?
No.
Okay. How can we make it better?
By adding the commas.
Okay. Where do we find that?
For this.
All right, so after desert,
Yes.
you got a comma in here, the desert, comma. Okay. Now, let's bracket this off all, just to make sure. Gotta check your work like in math. Now let's read it without the brackets.
The desert is a difficult place to live year-round.
All right, that makes sense to me. What do you think?
Yeah.
Awesome. It looks like you nailed it. So I guess this concludes our lesson. Great job, Devin.